All right, what's up, everybody? This is going to be the last episode of the day for the second quarter. I'm Jacob Bikenlaw. This is Dalton Carty. And for this episode, we're going to look at playoff seeding and what our final predictions are going to be for the playoffs. So let's get into it. You want to start with the AFC or the NFC?
We'll start off with the NFC. Obviously, the Packers, I believe, are going to be the 1 seed. Already clinched the division. They're 11-3 right now. Got a pretty easy schedule moving forward. So I think they're going to be my number 1 seed for the NFC.
I also have the Packers at the 1 seed.
Mm-hmm.
It's looking good for them. They're winning without key players.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see anyone taking that 1 seed from them unless they have just some serious miscues down the stretch.
Number 2 in the NFC, I think it's going to be the Cowboys. I think they're going to win out and really just finish at 13-4. I think they're gonna win out, finish 13-4, and take a hold of that 2nd seed as they are in right now.
All they have left is fucking divisional matchups too.
Yeah.
And the 2 seed, I actually have the Buccaneers.
Do you?
Yes. I think they're gonna end up fighting their way back to the 2 seed.
Mm-hmm.
If it comes down to it, I do believe they have the tiebreaker over the Cowboys because they beat them head to head earlier in the year. So I got the Bucs at 2.
I have the Buccaneers at 3, obviously losing Leonard Fournette and Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, possibly for the rest of the year. I think it's going to really impact them again. They're still one of the best rosters in the NFL.
Yeah, definitely.
I have them at 3, though, finishing the season out there.
At number 3, I actually have the Rams. I have them stealing that division from the Cardinals.
So, actually, at number 4, I'm going to have the Cardinals. I'm still going to ride the wave. I think that the NFC picture right now is pretty much how it's going to set for the rest of the season. I think the Cardinals taking this win over the Colts, in my prediction, is really going to establish that they are the best team in that division. So that's where I'll put them at number 4.
For number 4, I got the Cowboys.
Do you?
Yeah, I got them at 4. Because right now, 2 through 4 every team's 10-4, even including the 5th seed and the Rams.
Yep.
So it's going to be hard to decide to get through that. So you just got to see which team ends up playing better. And obviously the Bucs are going to have the tiebreaker over the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
So I could see them finishing at 3 or 4. I don't think they end with the number 2 seed, but I could be wrong.
Yeah. So speaking of the Rams, they are actually 5th on my list. Again, I'm still keep riding the wave. The NFC playoff picture right now is I believe that's how it's going to end. So I have the Rams at number 5, and they will play the Cardinals in a divisional matchup to start off the wild card weekend.
I have the Cardinals at 5, and they end up playing the Cowboys in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
You already really covered the Cardinals.
Mm-hmm.
So next at 6, I have the Vikings.
I have the 49ers. I think they're going to get this win over the Titans this week on Thursday Night Football, move them up to 9-6, and really establish them as the number 6 seed.
I did pick the Niners to win tomorrow on Thursday Night Football, but I did not lock it by any means. I could definitely see the Titans winning it.
Mm-hmm.
So at number 7, I'm going to go with the Saints.
Number 7, I'm going to put the Vikings. They're 7. Both teams are 7-7. I just think the Vikings are a better team than the Saints, and I think they'll steal that number 7 spot over them.
I could see it, but I got the Vikings at 6. I actually don't have the Niners making it.
Really?
Yeah.
Any particular reason for that? Just a hunch.
I'm not high on them. And it's very rare you see 3 teams from the same division make the playoff.
That's a good point. That is a good point. So obviously the teams that will miss out are going to be the Eagles, Saints, football team, Falcons, and Panthers for me. And I believe it's the same for you as well. Other than the 49ers, you have the Saints in.
Yeah, flip the Niners and Saints.
So moving on to the AFC, number 1 seed, I'm going to put the Chiefs.
I also have the Chiefs.
Best team in the AFC. Probably the favorite to come out of the AFC right now.
Yeah, I could see that. But aren't Hill and Kelsey both currently on the COVID list?
Both currently on the COVID list.
So, I mean,
I don't think that's going to affect them too much going against the Steelers, though, this year.
It could, though. I think it might be close. I'm definitely picking the Steelers to win just because I want it to happen. But I don't know. It may or may not happen.
Moving on to the 2 seed, I'm going to go with the Titans. Pretty easy schedule past the 49ers. I think they're going to drop the 49ers game, but I also think that the Patriots are going to drop the Bills game, and then they have the Jaguars and the Dolphins. And I think the Dolphins are going to take that game.
See, if the Titans lose a game, the Patriots can also afford to lose a game because the Patriots have the tiebreaker over them.
Yep.
It'd be better if the Patriots didn't lose to the Bills because that could put them in a wild card spot instead of the 2 or 3 seed. But I do have the Patriots at number 2.
I have the Titans. Speaking of the Patriots, they are number 3 on my list, and I believe that you have the Titans. So we just have
those two flip-flopped there.
4, I think the Bengals are going to take this division. I do.
I went
think,
Ravens.
Really?
Yeah.
I think the Bengals are going to take this division. I think they're gonna get this win over the Ravens, give them a 2-game buffer over the Ravens. I think they're going to be the number 4 seed.
Yeah, I just think the Ravens are going to win Sunday, and just after that, I feel like I just don't feel like the Ravens are going to lose after that. I feel like that's really their biggest threat, in my opinion. It's just mainly because it's a divisional game, and divisional games are always hard to win. Then at 5, I have the Bills.
I have the Colts. I think the Colts are going to ride. They're red hot. They're obviously going to lose to the Cardinals next week. They do have a tough schedule moving forward, but I think they'll stay at number 5.
I have the Colts missing the playoffs completely.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Moving on to 6, I'm gonna go ahead and take the Ravens. I'm gonna put them there.
I went with the Bengals there.
Really?
Yeah, Bengals
So
at 6.
we have those flipped around. So
Yeah.
I will have the Ravens at 6, and then at 7, I really debated this for a while whether it was going to be Chargers or Bills, but I think I'm going to rock the Bills.
The Chargers missing the playoffs.
I do have the Chargers missing the playoffs.
I got the Chargers at 7.
Do you?
Yeah, so we're obviously similar in some ways. We got, like, for the most part, the same teams making it. Obviously, a few differences there. But I do think that either one of them could happen. I mean, maybe another team could sneak in, you know? Like the Steelers could even potentially sneak in. Or even the Dolphins.
Even the Dolphins, yeah. So missing the playoffs, I'm going to have the Chargers, Steelers, Dolphins, Raiders, Browns, and Broncos. And then I think you're going to have pretty similar picks, other than it's going to be the Colts and
Chargers will be flipped for me.
Yep. So that's actually going to conclude our 2022 playoff picture, and we'll check back in whenever the playoffs are getting ready to start to see if our predictions are right.
Yep,
So thanks for tuning into all of our episodes this week. And
we might have a Christmas Day episode for you guys if we can get together. It might be hard to do, but if not, we will see you next week. And
have a good one.